What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Chill SMP. How are you doing today? I hope you're having an awesome day. I am having an amazing day. We are being totally productive today. Check it out. You've seen we did a bunch of terraforming. We planted a bunch of trees. A bunch of them still need to grow in. And I don't know why they're not growing. I'm even bone mealing them. I ran through all of the bone meal we had and most of the bones we had. But these guys are just being stubborn. Why don't you grow, tree? Anyway, we are working on this part of the base this morning. And then we're going to move on to something else because we're going to have to wait for these trees to grow. But as you can see, I've mellowed out the area into a more sweeping hill. As I guess we'll just start from here. Start at the beginning. That's the best place to start, is the beginning. So, what I got planned is we're going to break off the main path. We're going to go around the sheep. There's not going to be sheep. There's going to be cows here. And then we're going to hit up a wooden bridge right here. And this is going to go over water that is going to come from that spring and go down over here and have a nice pretty waterfall into the here. And then the water is going to go under there, and we're going to cut this out and have like a whole like cave area with the axolotls in there and a lot of moss and a lot of ferns, overgrowing stuff. You know, it's going to be beautiful. And then we're going to walk over the bridge and we're going to come down here, and then this is where the old school shrine garden starts. And if you look on the right side, you can see kind of what I'm going for. These torches here are going to be where the path kind of goes. I'm still working it out. We're still messing with all the land. But we're going to have this just be like a walkthrough of the garden. And I'm going to add way more trees. We're going to have all different kinds. Well, not different kinds, but like different sizes. Once these big ones go in, I'm going to start adding the little ones. And then we're going to start adding the path in. We're going to start adding the shrines and the gravestones and the little gates and little stone walls and things. It is going to be fantastic. It is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. But we're going to have to wait for now because that was a lot of work. That took like an hour or two just to get through all the dirt that we ordered. And just to fill in that hole and to smooth all this out and plant the trees. It was an amazing hard job and I need a break from it. So we're going to do something else for a little bit. I hope you don't mind. Let's go hit up the base and see what's going on in there. And we're back. What's up? We're back and we're hanging out with Chonkers in the workroom. And what did I want to do? Oh yeah. We've got no bones. No bones left. I gotta put all this stuff in here because I'm gonna mess with that later. And we also, I have very few spruce. I had like 4 stacks and now we have very little. So I'm gonna have to also go to the resource world and get a bunch of spruce stuff. But I think I might do that off camera. I might do it on. We'll see. We'll see. Other than that, what do we got going on? Oh yeah, the to-do list has moved into the new office. Yes. Check this out. By the way, I really love this painting. I think it looks super cool, but it just looks weird. There's no border around it. I don't know, maybe we could put a darker color right here. But this, boom. Oh shoot, what the hell was that? Yeah, it's a secret door. But I'm not really in love with it. So I'm thinking what we might do is make a piston door instead, and that will be our first redstone build in this series. It's going to be cool. It's super easy, and I'm sure I can figure out how to do it. So that's what we're going to do. But this is the finished office, and it's all in its glory. I'm going to sit right here in the chair and look down at the map and plan out what we're going to do. Look at this. All the trees are already on the map. This is so cool. I got a little clock here. I got 2 chairs for visitors. And I got my mug of coffee because, you know, I got coffee. In fact, I think I might have had too much. Anyway, yeah, this is the room. This is going to be for video ideas. This is projects that we're currently in the midst of working on. Here, all the different shops in the village, which we have yet to start on. All of these things. Speaking of things we need to start on, I've been thinking a lot about what we want, and we're going to use materials to make those things and the best way to get those materials. So we're going to have to make some farms. To get a wool farm, we're going to need a lot of shears, or the automatic farm even. And to make shears, we're going to need iron. And to get an iron farm, we're going to need villagers. So we got to get these things in logical order. So what I plan to do, let's see, right here is we're going to first get a villager breeder. Then that will get us iron farm. That will get us shears. And that will get us wool farm. We got another one going here. Let's see. We're going to start out with a skeleton farm. Then we get bone meal. And then we get the flower farm going. And that will give us dyes, which we can use to get concrete. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I've never built with concrete, but you can turn it any color, and I love the texture of it. So I'm really going to figure out how to make concrete, and I'm sorry I'm neglecting you, jokers. Here, have a pet. Oh my god, he's so needy right now. He's just happy to be here. This is a new house. He's getting used to it. He's exploring. I think he likes it. Anyway, that's not what we're going to do today either. I think we should do this redstone door. I think that would be kind of cool. So let's go back to the old workshop and pick up the stuff we're going to need. And then, yeah, we're going to get that going. Poof. And we're back and ready for action. Let's do some stuff instead of talking so much. All right, so we got this off. Before, when I showed you the office, before it was all finished, we had a 3x3, and I really wanted to do a 3x3 piston door, but no, just the way the room turned out, it looked weird having such a big opening, especially since that would cut this off and make it so we wouldn't have 3 and then a space on each side. It just messed up the room. So we're gonna use this, a 1x2 or whatever it is. This is gonna be good. And chonkers, could you please get out the way? We're about to start doing this, buddy. All right. So let's see here. I think the door. First, we gotta figure out where we want this door. That looks just solid as a fortress. I don't know if that really goes. Something that looks kind of shrine-like, think that would be cool because then it'll look like artwork, and then we come over and push a button, which will be right here, and then the door will open. I think we can do this. Ooh, it works! It works! All right. All right. I think it works. How do I get out of here? Oh, we gotta be careful of that. There's quite a big hole right there. Put that there for now. I keep falling in. Alright. Let's test it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I tried all these different things I've seen people doing, and I think I needed to just keep it simple. That looks a little bit weird though, because I really like this twisting around, but we're gonna have to do something different with it. Like that. Something. Let's stay here, put that there. That there. I don't like that. It doesn't look as good. We'll play with it. But we got it set up so that opens up. And then it shuts. That's easy peasy. Now how it does is you got your pressure plate right there and pressure plate right there. When you stand on those, I don't even need this. When you stand on those, it will activate that block. And that block activates whatever is next to it, directly underneath or to the left or right, you know. So it activates this redstone that's on here, and that sends the power to our power extender here, which is our repeater. It just kind of like gives it a little more juice, keeps it going. And that goes to this redstone torch, which when it will turn off, it will make this come in and it will open that lower section of the door. And this is powering this, which is also powering what's above it, which is this, which is powering the piston, which when this turns off, that turns off. So both of them will pull the door inward. And that is it. We are done. That is freaking amazing. Let's see here. I look at this. I got slime blocks in here. I was messing with that. I was messing with everything trying to get this to work. I was getting nuts. Getting nuts. I think what I want to do is fill this room with these blocks. That way, if we're digging around in there, we won't accidentally, actually we can just use this stuff. Quicker and easier. What this is for is, that means when you're digging around, you don't accidentally mess up your redstone. fill all this in. So no monsters spawn down here. And boom. That is filled in and done. Let's double test just to be sure. Oh yeah. We did it! We did it! We freaking did our first redstone door. This was not what I wanted. I wanted... I'm so excited, but I'm not. I wanted this to be sticking out. It looked way cooler because it was like... It had a reason to be mossy. It was like kind of like a shrine or something. But now we have to have this... Well, we don't have to have this at the top, I guess. We can mess with this a little bit. Maybe make it look better. Let's see here. How can we put the icing on the cake? It doesn't look as cool. Definitely looked cooler like that. Oh yeah, that definitely looks cooler. So how do we get this to look cool now? Maybe just leave it out. I really want to incorporate some in there though. Alright, what about this? Then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. You know what might look a little better if we did this? Oh, look at this. Now it's getting really fancy. I think that middle one should be not in there. What about that? I don't know. I think it looks cool. I think the door looks cool. I think everything looks cool. Are we cool? Let's do something else. What are we doing next? Poof! And we are back. We are in the resource world. I wanted to come up here because I wanted to get some chores done, some things that I've been thinking about doing and just been procrastinating on. One of them is learning how to do this, which is farm moss blocks. I think this is how you do it. Oh man. Oh yes. Oh yes. Dude, this is so crazy awesome. One moss block turns into... Oh, I didn't want a tree. But yeah, one moss block turns into all of that, and now we can harvest it and have more moss blocks. I need to fix the roof on our tree. On our tree, not in our tree, on our house. I've had too much coffee. Way too much coffee. Alright. So the best way to get rid of these moss blocks. This is a tongue twister. Is to use a hoe. Oh ho ho, let's go. Here we go. Look at what we got. We got so much stuff. That took a while, though. But we came here with... Oh, we didn't even use 2 stacks? Wait, no, wait. We did. We had 3 stacks of bone meal. That's what we started out with. I'll have to check the video when we were editing, but I'm pretty sure we started out with 3 stacks. And now we have 1 stack left. So we used 2 stacks. And look how much moss blocks we've got. A carpet. Uh-oh. Oh! I knew we were here long enough for someone to take notice. Let's get this stuff and let's get out of here. Oh man, we're gonna have to... Oh no, this is all covered up. Alright, cool. That is exactly what I wanted. You might be thinking, what are you doing? You're ruining your roof! No. I am just replacing it with moss blocks. That way from the outside it looks way cooler. Yes. That is what I want. Like so. And then we will put a couple of those in there like so. And then we will take some of these like so. So I want it to look like it's overgrown. Completely overgrown. Been meaning to do this because when I built the house I wasn't planning on making the grass dirt roof, but then I was like, oh, that would look so cool. So then I did do the grass dirt roof, but then we didn't do the moss because I didn't know how to make the moss, and then we figured out how to make the moss, and now we're making the moss. Isn't that exciting? Tell me you're excited about it. Alright, let's see. Here we should be able to do this. Like this. You are very loud, kitty cat. Very freaking loud. And we're gonna pop this one out. And that one. There's a freaking gnat in my room, and it is driving me up the wall. Look at that. There we go. There we go. That's way better. Way better. And I even got some of these. Boom, boom, boom. Put some of that in there. Some of that action. Ooh, yeah. What about on the roof? Hello. Right there. Didn't we have... Yeah, I got the flowering ones too. Put one right there. Do we want to have that there, or do we want to have moss? You know what? I think we should make it in between. Pull one out there. Pull one out there. Boom. Boom. Now that looks way grown out. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking it a lot. Yeah, that's way better than it was. Way better than it was. And then we'll take our little bone meal and give it some even more character. Give it some TLC. Give me some weed action. There you go. Bushes. Oh, yes, that is perfect. The moss is the best. I love the moss. Oh my god, I'm trampling my carrots. Hell yeah! Well, the sun is going down over the sleepy landscape. We got so much done today. Look at that. Our path is slowly coming together. The trees are slowly growing. This whole place is slowly getting better and better over time. Today we learned a little bit about redstone. I tried a bunch of things and realized I don't know that much about redstone. But that doesn't matter. We made an awesome piston door anyway, and it looks really cool, and I'm super happy with it. And I am also super happy with you hanging out and coming along for the whole ride. If you liked the video, don't forget, show your support. It helps the channel so much you don't even know. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe so you can see when new videos come out. It's totally free. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Through good times and bad, stay awesome!
Now I'm being left alone with this tasty bird. No! I have self-control. We can be in here in the same room with a bird and not... Hello, you delicious little morsel. No, don't. You'll regret it. But what if we just get a little taste? No, stop. We are in control of our destiny. Destiny. It is destiny for me to eat this bird. No. Court said no, eat bird. I see you over there, bird. Walking around like you own the place. Oh! It speaks cat. Of course it does. Maybe it does own the place. It's been here a lot longer than me. I think I should probably just chill out. Maybe I'll just take a nap.